What's up, guys? We are live, and things are a little different now because there's no more Google Hangouts. I think they got rid of it, so I'm using YouTube Live. So I'm just gonna double check real quick and see if this is working. Let's see. I think it's working. This is new to me right now. Yeah, it is working. All right, so yeah, man, we got a pretty good card on Saturday. We got UFC Uruguay. We have the main event, Shevchenko versus Liz Carmouche. It's a good fight, but I mean, we all know the real main event is, and that's definitely Vicente Luque versus Mike Perry. We got some good fights in this card. I'm excited to talk about this card. Great card. We're on a two-card losing streak. We lost last week with I faded Mickey Gall with Salim. It was a close fight. Watching the fight live, I actually thought the Salim won, but then after watching it, yeah, I do think Mickey Gall got the nod. Mickey Gall wanted it more. He showed, uh, like he wanted it more. Basically, he showed better cardio. He improved. He is. I still think, I'm going to be fading him down the line, but Salim, I mean, yeah, he's probably going to get cut after that. And then I also lost on Pudilova. Yeah, I didn't think she was going to get a sub there, but she had her moments in that fight. I thought she, looked good in the first round, and then just second round, just I don't know why she was going for the takedown the whole time. Like she was landing some good, shots on the feet, especially in those elbows that hurt Shevchenko. But it is what it is, man. So far I got two plays on Saturday. I might have another one. We'll see. But without further ado, man, let's start off with the first fight. So first fight of the night, we got Veronica Macedo versus Polyana Viana. And the line, I mean, definitely flipped. I mean, Macedo was a pretty big underdog, and Viana was the favorite. In my opinion, this is a total pass of a fight. I mean, both these girls are, in my opinion, jobbers. They're at the bottom of the division. Viana's making her flyweight debut, so I'm really curious to see how she looks. She gets hit a lot. She has that tall women's defense. She's like a punching bag. She pulls guard. She does have a pretty good ground game. A lot of wins by sub. She has good knees, good jab. Um, her debut, she beat a can. In Maya Stevenson. I mean, you can't really take anything from that. I mean, she did what she has to do against the can, and then she went out there and lost to JJ Aldrich. She got taken down. She got lit up on the feet, and then her last fight with Cyphers. Yeah, it was a close fight, but I mean, I do think Cyphers won the fight. Now she's going up 125. She's fighting a girl who's 0-3 in UFC. Macedo has fought the better competition. She fought Ashley Evans Smith at 135 on a short notice. I'm pretty sure that she hurt herself. I mean, I think she broke her elbow. Yeah, she did. Or did she? Yeah, she broke. Yeah, she broke her elbow. Fought a weight class. Got dominated, and then she lost to two really good girls in KGB. Lee, who's a top 5 girl in my opinion, and then Joanne Roberson, who's going to be a top 10 girl, maybe even higher. And she actually had her moments against Roberson. So, she didn't look that bad against Roberson. I thought she actually won the first round. She gets taken down though for sure. So that's one thing. I think Viana could take her down on the feet. I do think Macedo's better. I think Macedo definitely has the better boxing. She has really good kicks. She's the bigger girl. I mean, this is a striker versus a grappler matchup. And Macedo actually has good grappling. Like she likes to take it to the mat, but I mean, she's been tapped out before. KGB Lee, put in some bad positions. I mean, even Ashley Evans Smith, but then again, these against all 3 girls that are better than Viana. So it's a really close fight. I've been actually going back and forth in this fight. But I got to go with Macedo. I think she's going to get her first win. I think that she's the better striker. And I do think that if this fight hits the mat, I think Viana has the advantage. But, I mean, I think Macedo has good grappling too. But I just think Macedo just has to worry about getting her, her neck taken. Because if she gets taken down, her back taken, then she could get choked out. But I don't know if Macedo's going to be shooting. I think she has advantage on the feet. I think they're both two pretty durable girls, but I'll go with the better striker. So I think Macedo wins, but I'm not confident in this fight. I'll tell you that right now. So next fight, we got my first play. We got Gilbert Burns versus Alexei Kunchenko. And, what's funny is that going into this fight, I actually thought that I was, going to be playing Burns. I thought he was live and all this. And then after I watched the tape, I completely changed my pick. And, I'm actually betting Kunchenko. I have 3 units at minus 125. I think that's the best his line's gotten. So hopefully I don't mess up that line. He hits plus money. But I mean, one thing about Burns is that he's going up to 170. So I mean, we could definitely see the best Gilbert Burns. I know 155 is a struggle for him. He's a big dude. He cuts a lot of weight. But about the matchup here, I mean, he's just outgunned here, man. I mean, Kunchenko is the way better striker. I think Kunchenko is going to be picking him apart at will. He's the bigger dude. Kunchenko is a thick welterweight. I mean, he's a really big welterweight. And Burns is going to be, kind of an undersized welterweight, in my opinion. I mean, Gilbert Burns, let's talk about him. So, I mean, his striking's improved for sure. He wants to get this fight to the mat. He has, good grappling, good jiu-jitsu, good overhand right. He does get hit a lot. He's a little chinny, in my opinion. And now he's fighting, the heaviest hitter he's ever fought. And Kunchenko, he's really technical. And, we've kind of seen him coast in his last 2 fights in the UFC. I do think he, clearly won that Thiago Alves fight. That was not a split. I thought he clearly won that fight. And then he dominated Okami. He was finishing a lot of guys outside the UFC. He's 20-0 for a reason. He's undefeated. Really good grappling too. I mean, we just don't see it because he's a good striker, great jab, good right hand. I think it's gonna be really tough for Burns to get fight to the mat. I wouldn't even be surprised if Kunchenko took him down, but I don't think he's going to, just because he has a clear advantage on the feet. It's gonna be really tough for Burns to take him down. I mean, this guy has great takedown defense, and he's just really calm and collected on the feet. He does hit like a truck. He just he likes to really just pick apart his opponents. And Gilbert Burns. Let's talk about the opponents that he's fought. And I mean, all the guys he's been fighting, and beating, no offense, but they're not good. I mean, OM's not that good. Moret's total can. Mike Davis is good, but he's a featherweight. So, I mean, Kunchenko's definitely, fought in good competition, especially outside the UFC. He's the bigger dude. People are saying that Gilbert Burns is the bigger guy. I don't think so. I mean, you look at these guys as the weighing them are. I mean, Kunchenko's going to be the thicker dude for sure. He's way more technical on the feet. He's definitely the better striker. Doesn't even come close. He slowly just picks apart guys. Great pressure. And I actually think he's going to finish Gilbert Burns here, man. I think he's going to send him a rude awakening in the 170-pound division. And Burns can win fights at 170 for sure. I mean, I actually think 170 could be a better weight class for, but I just don't think this is a good matchup for him. I mean, he has to get the fight to the mat, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be able to. And on the feet, he's just going to get picked apart. And, we've seen him before get knocked out. I mean, Dan Hooker's a good fighter. He's really technical. But look at Kunchenko. Because Kunchenko hasn't got a knockout in the UFC, he's 2-0, both decisions. Doesn't mean he has power. I mean, he's really technical on the feet. He hits like a truck. So I think Kunchenko is going to knock him out. And, I think he's a potential top 15, top 10 guy. I know he's getting older, but the guy's 20-0, man. I mean, the guy, also has really good kicks, too. I think that could definitely hurt Gilbert Burns, especially trying to take him down. And I think he's definitely more durable, too. I mean, he has a really good chin, man. And Burns doesn't like to get hit. We've seen him, get hit before, and he doesn't like it. He's going to be trying to shoot for his life, and I don't see him getting this fight to the mat. So I got Kunchenko. I got him by a finish. So let's see. Next fight, we got Rodrigo Vargas versus Alex Silva. Yeah, man, Vargas is making his debut. Definitely a very tough dude. Definitely hits like a truck. Alex Silva, he's a pretty good grappler. He has good striking. I think he's the faster dude. I think he's more technical. He's a big favorite. I do think that I agree with the line. Vargas, is no slouch. I think he'll win fights in the UFC, but pretty stiff test in his debut. Alex Silva's, he's not bad. He was winning his last fight. He got choked out against a good grappler. I think Silva's definitely the better grappler here. I think on the feet, it's going to be, a back and forth war, but I think Silva eventually gets his side to the mat, and I think he's going to get him out of there on the mat. So I got Alex Silva. I got him with a submission win. Next fight, I think there's a girl fight, but I think I got scrapped, which is good because that fight was, I just really didn't look in that fight that much. So next fight, this is a banger. We got Geraldo de Freitas versus Chris Gutierrez. Another fight that, I actually had Gutierrez pre-tape, and then after the tape, I thought, he was live, and then I taped de Freitas, and yeah, man, de Freitas is going to win this fight. This guy had a really good performance in his debut versus Kolaris. Great jab, good striking. His great grappling too. I think it was kind of Bisping was kind of saying, why is he going for the takedowns on this? Because he was completely dominating Kolaris on the feet, but I mean, he's really good wrestling, good grappling, good chin, good cardio, huge for the division. I mean, this dude's fought a featherweight before, definitely the bigger dude. I mean, Chris Gutierrez is a good fighter, trains Patrick X, one of the best gyms out there. But his weakness is the takedown defense. I mean, he's been tapped out, before. He's been taken down before. I mean, Jared Sanders, beat him with the wrestling. Barcelos took him down, beat him with the wrestling. Um, you know, his last fight versus McDonald, good win against a really green guy who's just not UFC material. And, I mean, even that third round when he got, taken down, I mean, I think DeFreitas has the clear advantage on the mat. I think he has the way better wrestling, the way better grappling. I think he's definitely going to get Gutierrez down, keep him down there on the feet. It's close because Gutierrez, has good striking, has good kicks, but I mean, DeFreitas has really good striking too, man. So, and I think DeFreitas actually might be more technical as well. It's a good fight. I'm not gonna be playing it. I mean, the line flip, but I'll go with DeFreitas. I think he gets a. I'll go with the decision. So next fight we got. Let's see here. What is the next fight? Rodrigo Bontorio versus Raulian Paiva. It's a good fight. Two good prospects of flyweight. Bontorio looked good against Top, and Paiva. I thought he beat Kai France. I know it was a really close fight. This is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. Paiva's the bigger dude. I mean, he has good striking. He wants to keep his fight in the map. Bontorio's going to try to get him down. But Torres came a long way. I mean, he was in a really good fighting contender series, was losing the fight, got the win, and then beat a good prospect. Well, I mean, we thought he was a good prospect, but I mean, he could be a fraud. He's 0-2, so who knows how good Big Real Top is. Yeah, I think Bontorio could definitely take Paiva down because he has good grappling, good wrestling. But I think Paiva could get back up, and I think Paiva has a better cardio. I think Paiva is definitely going to punish him on the feet. Bontorio has good striking too, but he gets hit a lot, and I mean, I don't think he wants to get hit by a guy like Paiva. Paiva hits like a truck, great jab, good right hand, good knees, good kicks. So good fight, interesting fight. Pass. I'm going to go with Paiva. I think he's going to win a 29-28 decision. Could be one of the best fights of the night, though. So next fight, we have my second place so far. We got Tecia Torres versus Marina Rodriguez, and I have a play on Tecia Torres, 3 in this -140. So yeah, both my plays so far are small favorites. Yeah, I think Tecia Torres is going to get the win. She's on 3-5 losing streak against really good competition in Andrade, and that was a pretty good fight. She actually won that first round, dude. She was looking good in that fight, but just the pressure of Andrade and the takedowns, man, just that's what beat her. I mean, she landed some good shots, dude, on the feet, and she even took Andrade down. I mean, pretty impressive. JJ just completely just picked her apart on the feet. And then her last fight versus Weili, I mean, she won a round. It was a close fight. I do think Weili won. Weili beat her with the grappling. Tecia actually landed on her and, hurt her a couple times, and that's what, made her want to get the fight to the mat. About this matchup, Rodriguez is just so slow. I mean, she's a good striker, but Tecia has a huge speed advantage here. I think Tecia, has really good technical striking. She's back ATT. I think she was moved ATT last fight too. But I mean, good training partners, great right hand, good cardio. I mean, her back's against the wall, man. She needs this fight. I think she has the grappling advantage too. We've seen Marina Rodriguez. I mean, Marcos, took her down, completely just controlled her on the first round. I think Marcos won the second round too. I think that was a robbery. I don't think it was a draw. I think Rodriguez lost that fight. And then we've seen, Aguilar have some success on the grappling as well. And even on the feet. I mean, Rodriguez can get hit, dude. I mean, she's slow, man. I mean, she's not faster than Tecia. Ticia's going to be pushing the pace. So I think we're going to get back in the win column here. And I think Tecia could hurt her on the feet. I think she's, I think Rodriguez, definitely has more power on the feet. She has a lot of weapons, good knees. But I think Ticia's going to be pressuring her. She's going to hurt her with that jab, with that right hand. I think she's going to take her down and win a comfortable decision. So I got Tecia Torres with a W. So next fight, we got the heavyweight fight, man. We got Cyril Gane, or is that how you say it? Cyril Gane versus Rafael Pessoa. And this is a good fight. I mean, honestly, man, it's one of those fights where, Gane has a lot of hype, and he trains with Gane head coach. I mean, it's a weird fight because he's 3-0. The line could be off for sure. But, yeah, man, I mean, I like the dude. I mean, he's 3-0 against Adam Deichka, who had a lot of hype, and I mean the last guy he fought was like 8-1 or something like that. This guy could be the next Nagano for sure. That's why he's a huge favorite. Pessoa, he has a good grappling game, and I mean if I knew that Pessoa had great wrestling and all this stuff, and he's gonna take him down, I mean the line could be different for sure. But I mean Pessoa's just so slow. He's a banger. His striking's not even close to Gaines. And if I knew he was going to be, shooting out of the gate, I mean, maybe he could win, but I think Gane could completely destroy this dude, and I'm really excited to see who he fights next. So I got Gane with the knockout. Next fight, Enrique Barzola versus Bobby Moffet. Good fight. I mean, really good fight. I think Barzola should be 6-1 UFC. He definitely beat Boschnak, in my opinion. I mean, he tried to shoot on Aguilar a couple times last fight. He couldn't get him the mat. He tried to bang with him, and Aguilar's the better fighter on the feet for sure. Barzola's striking's come a long way. He's definitely way faster than Bobby Moffet. I don't think Bobby Moffet's that good of a striker at all. I actually think they're both not the best strikers. I mean, Barzola is clearly a grappler. They're both grapplers, but Barzola is the better striker for sure. I think that he's the more durable guy too. I think he's way faster. Bobby Moffet's really slow. He's chinny, in my opinion, too. He's been knocked out before. He's been hurt in a lot of fights. But he's tough. He's actually the stronger dude. He's a very tough dude. I mean, I'm really interested to see if Barzola goes to his grappling here because he could take down Bobby Moffet. But, dude, it's kind of hairy, man, because Moffet's Darce choke, dude, is nasty, man. So Barzola better watch out for that neck, man, for his neck if he tries to go for – I mean, he's probably going to be shooting. But, I mean, he does have the speed advantage and the striking advantage. I mean, he has a good jab. He has good kicks. He's better He's the better striker, but I don't think Moffet's going to be able to take him down. And I think Barzola could take him down, but I mean, Moffet could get back up. Barzola does not have good control or good top control. I mean, a lot of opponents get back up. I want to bet Barzola. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know, man. Something's telling me to stay away. So I'm going to go with Barzola, and I think he's going to win a decision. We'll see if I bet him. I don't know, man. I'm still not. I still don't know if I'm going to do it. So I got Barzola. Next fight, Rodolfo Viera versus Oscar Piechota. I mean, going into this fight, I actually wanted to, pick and play Piechota because, I mean, he's definitely the way better striker. I mean, he keeps this fight on the feet, he's going to win for sure. But, I mean, he's a grappler. I mean, he has a good black belt and all that stuff. But, I mean, we've seen him get taken down. I mean, GM3, I mean, he blew his wad against GM3 in the first round and just got dominated and choked out. And guy like GM3, he's a good fighter, but if he can go out there and take him down, choke him out, I think Viera, who is the better, jiu-jitsu guy, I think he can do the same thing. It's an interesting fight. I'm not confident on either side. I mean, striker versus grappler matchup, anything can happen. But Shota's actually no slouch. I actually do like the guy. I do think that he, has a lot of potential. So I mean, it's really interesting, man. Like I don't know, man. Like I have a feeling that Pichota's going to get the knockout here, man. I mean, he's long way off. I mean, he's improved a lot. I mean, everyone's picking Viera, man. I mean, he has a really good jiu-jitsu game, man, and really good ground game. So, I mean, he could definitely take him down, but I don't know, man. Just a lot of hype in this guy, man. He's making his debut against a guy who I have a lot of potential. I think as a good fighter, and yeah, it's close. I'm gonna go back and forth, but dude, I'm gonna go with Piechota, man. I really think he's gonna shock the world. I think he's gonna get a knockout here. He's a good fighter, I really do, and I know he hasn't fought the best competition, but I know GM3, tapped him out and all that stuff, and there's a cardio issue and all that, but that was first L time. I think Pichota's gonna get the KO here, man. I really do. I mean, if it hits the mat, I'm gonna be nervous for sure, but I think he's gonna get the win, man. I think I actually might play him too. Dude, it's one of those fights, man, where I just have like a gut feeling. I mean, he's a really good striker, man. I mean, really good pressure. I mean, dude, good right hand, good jab. And he has great grappling, too. Obviously, he's not going to go out there and take him down. But, I mean, just the GM3 fight, it's a red flag for sure. I mean, I think he just blew his wad, man, trying to finish a guy like GM3 is so tough. And, I mean, I think he's going to just go out there and starch this guy, man, on the feet. Viera is just like a robot, dude. He's so slow. And he has to get this fight to the mat, man, or he's doomed. So I'm going to go Piechota with the KO. I think he's going to get done in the first round. I bet not a lot of people are expecting that because a lot of people are on Viera. So next fight, and watch, stay tuned to Twitter because I actually might play Piechota. So next fight, we got Volkan versus Latifi. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this fight for so many times because it's been rescheduled and stuff. I mean, it's past. I want plus money. It's not going to happen, but yeah, I got Volkan. I think he's going to knock him out. Latifi has a grappling advantage, but Latifi's um, durability, man, is concerned me. I think he's on the decline for sure. He got hurt really bad last fight. His striking, he doesn't throw a lot, man. I mean, he didn't look good against Tyson Pedro, who's a complete can. He's fast, but and he hits like a truck. But I mean, Volkan just more technical. I think Volkan hits harder. I think Volkan's taking defense is underrated. I mean, it's improved. I'll say that. I mean, look what he did against Reyes. I mean, he even took down Reyes, dude. So I'm gonna go with Volkan with the KO. Next fight, we got Luis Garagorri versus Bandenay. This is a pretty close fight. I mean, both these guys are, not that good. Bandenay is a complete fraud in my opinion. The dude's terrible. He's real explosive. He's a KO artist, but I don't think he's good. I think it's chinny as well. He can get taken down easily. Garagorri, aka Garagui. The dude hasn't fought anybody. I mean, Luis Bandenay has been fighting better competition, and I mean, he has been losing. Most of them in the UFC, and all those guys that he's lost to are would completely smoke Garagorri. Um, this is a weird fight. Like I want to just pick Garagorri, man, really bad, just because I think he just Banday's a total fraud. But I mean, I think Banday it could be live here for sure. I mean, dude, I don't. It's a really close fight. I'm gonna go back and forth, but I'm gonna going back and forth, but I'll go with Garagorri, but I'm not confident. Next fight, Vicente Luque versus Mike Perry. You guys know me. You guys know how high I am on Vicente Luque. I mean, I love the dude. I think he's a great fighter. I think he's good everywhere. He doesn't really have a lot of holes in his game. His probably only hole is his cardio. Yeah, I mean, I think he has a really good chin. I don't think it's chinny at all. He has gotten hurt, and Barbarina hurt him, and I mean, the Barbarina fight was. I mean, I watched it so many times. I think Luque, was winning the fight. If it went to the 3-round decision, he probably would have lost the decision because it was in Barberina's backyard. But I mean, that was a dogfight, and I mean, that was the best Barberina we've ever seen. Luque completely changed that guy's chin. I mean, look what Randy Brown just did. I mean, Barberina won't be the same anymore because of what happened to in that fight. Um, Mike Perry just doesn't throw enough, dude. I mean, the dude hits like a truck, but I think Luque is better everywhere. I think Luque has a huge advantage on the mat. I think if he takes him down and watches the Cerrone fight, it's over. I mean, his grappling, his jiu-jitsu is top notch, and even on the feet. I mean, he's a KO artist, dude. He's so technical. He has a great left hand, good right hand, good jab. I mean, dude, he is so much faster, man, than Mike Perry. But I mean, Mike Perry's a dog. I mean, the dude hits like a truck, good right hand. But I mean, he's just not even in the same ballpark on the speed advantage. And I think Mike Perry has to knock him out to get the win. He just has so low volume, and I think what's going to happen is Luque's going to hurt him on the feet. It's going to hit the mat, and he's going to tap him out. So I got Luque with the first round darts. Next fight, not much really to say. Main event, Kunchenko versus Lars Carmouche. I mean, is anyone even picking Carmouche? I mean, I don't have the balls to do that, and I would never do that. Shevchenko is just one of the best fighters ever in the UFC, and I want to see that trilogy versus Amanda Nunes. I think it should be 1-1. I do think that she won the second fight. First fight was close. Shevchenko's better wherever the fight goes. I got her with a mauling. So that is my podcast. That's the show. It's pretty short tonight. I want to do it, or earlier in the week, man. But I'm just a little tired right now, and I've had a busy week. But I'm excited, man, for next week. And let's see in the chat real quick. No, I will not be attending UFC 241 next week. It is in Anaheim, but yeah, I won't be attending it. I'll be watching it for sure, though. Yeah, this is kind of weird, man. The YouTube thing. I mean, the Google Hangouts I like, but now this is the whole YouTube thing. So hopefully, I can figure this out, man. I mean, it seems pretty easy, honestly, but I mean, hopefully, editing and all that's pretty easy. DraftKings, yeah, I can't wait for DraftKings this week. I got my 2 plays, so Tisha Torres and Kunchenko, both small favorites, but yeah, man, let's get back in the win column. 2-card losing streak. I mean, I hope I go in 2-0. I think both my plays are good, and I might have another one. So stay tuned to Twitter. I'm excited for next week. We got a good card, and I'm excited, man. I'm just excited for UFC. I mean, best sport out there besides football. And let's get it, guys. Comment below who you guys got Excuse me, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm exhausted. Comment below who you guys have in every fight, who you guys have in the main event, and I'll see you guys next week. Later, guys.